Hello, everybody. Welcome to the next session of From Nothing, Elle's story. So, interestingly, we're going to pick up basically right where we left off. You have been pulled into Kurta and her free agency. So you are standing at Persh's desk while he is preparing your free agency and what you're going to be doing today. It is pretty early in the morning. It's just after breakfast. It's about 7 a.m. Let me go ahead and pull up the Merigard front screen here. As you and Kurta stand in front of Persh, he finally pulls out this large parchment envelope and he says, "Zane has this one ready for me, fresh and hot off the firm bounty boards. By the nature of it, you two are not going to be enough, so I'm taking the liberty of assigning a third to your little squad here, an investigation specialist." And as he's saying that, he's picking up this crystalline box from underneath the desk and sets it on the desktop. And Kurta, looks at you and then at Persh. "What sort of investigation specialist?" And Persh doesn't look at her as he has, pulled the crystal up to his mouth. You have a moment here. Do you do anything?
Not really. She's kind of thrown into this, so she's just kind of got her hands stuffed in her pockets, her jacket pockets, and just kind of shrugging at what's her name?
Kurta?
Kurta, yeah.
Kurta Stokes is her name.
Okay. I think I have that. Yeah, I do have that written down.
That's good.
But she will lean in and just kind of speak lowly to Kurta. I think maybe they're gonna go with a rogue, or I think it's gonna be a rogue.
Kurta turns and looks at you. "Why do you say that?"
Well, from my experience, they're good at picking out details. That's just my guess.
As you're talking, Persh glances up at you while he's talking, and you read Persh is saying quietly, the details of what he's requiring, and then he sets the stone down and he says, "It'll just be a moment." And then, hold on, let me pull this up. It seems almost as though, well spotted or well predicted, a individual in light studded leathers, blonde hair, and a sharp goatee steps around the corner down the hall and makes his way into the lobby of the Merigard Academy. He has one eye is a prosthetic, only it doesn't look particularly professionally done. It looks like it wasn't quite fit to his face properly.
Oh.
It's close, but it's noticeable, and it almost looks like it hurts a little bit. As he enters the lobby, why? Oh, right, it's the stupid new foundry thing. He enters and he says, "A job for me. And here I thought my day would be spent scouring the market. Doesn't get more interesting than this, eh?" He steps up next to the desk and Persh just nods. But before Persh can say anything, this newcomer looks at you and at Kurta. "Top of the morning to you both, eh? Can't say I've seen you around.
Brand new.
Kurta just nods and says, different circles. And immediately Perse says, right then, introductions later. Today's free agency is local, but outside of Ferrum. Not glamorous, not heroic, and not optional. Greywick, a small clay-working village south by 25 miles, tucked in under the Island Ridge line. Nothing exciting, nothing political, it's just gone. A few days ago, a courier from Eller's Bridge passed through. Reported the place utterly empty. Doors open, stew pots cooling, no signs of storm or struggle. No bodies, just gone. We want to know why. Tabernacle scans show no major arcane activity, no spikes in ley line pressure, as he calls it, no evocation echoes, and no extraplanar residue. So whatever happened wasn't spellwork. That makes it tangible. Tangible means traceable. That's your three's job. You're to investigate, gather physical evidence, letters, ledgers, damaged property, tracks, anything that tells us what might have happened and when. The Academy will compensate you per viable piece of evidence returned. Keep that in mind. You're not cleared for heroics. If you encounter a threat you cannot handle, you retreat. If you see signs of danger you don't understand, you mark it and leave it. If someone is still there and they look like they're about to speaking in tongues or growing extra arms, you walk away. Do you understand?
Lorelei nods.
Seems clear enough. What if... Well, never mind. I got it. And try not to burn the bloody village down. It's already empty. We don't need it scorched. You leave within the hour. You're each allocated a healing potion apiece from Sekka. See her before you head out.
I want to say that Lorelei narrows her eyes at Persh when he says burn the place down.
He doesn't seem to care as he reaches into the desk and pulls out 2 sheets of parchment. These are transcription papers. Should you find something dangerous, or if you need to report quickly, write down whatever message that you need to send back and sign it. The instant that is done, it will be transported directly to my hand.
She'll hold out her hand for them, for those papers.
Neither Jax nor Kurta move at all, so Persh just slides them into your hand, and he says, these are to be used only if necessary. Please do not waste them, as they are expensive to make. They bypass the protections of our humble academy.
Okay.
Right. Between the three of you, Kurta, I trust that you'll be able to find anything I gesture you towards. And Jax, I'm trusting you will be able to identify anything that needs to be investigated. Elle, you're to handle everything in between. Off you go.
25 miles. That's gonna be more than just a day, I think. So I'm gonna go get my pack. And she's saying that to the both of them.
Kurta nods, and she says, we can make it if we march, hurry, but you don't look like you're used to road walk.
Liked staying around one place. I'll be back. And she just walks off to go get her things.
You hear like a conversation begin between Jax and Kurta, And you basically hear Jax exclaim, What me? What makes you think that? But you can't hear what Gerda says as you make it around the corner. You go get your stuff.
Okay.
Is there any stop or thing you want to do on the way?
Nope, just going to get her pack. She's gonna leave the robes that she just kind of tosses onto the other bed. If there is another bed, yeah. So she just tosses them. Not really like kind of giving them a face like, why does anybody wear that? Not fashionable whatsoever. It's kind of old.
You think about it, and then you get a vivid image of Sparks like popping the collar on his robes with like a wide grin in the middle of the sorcerer classroom.
Okay. Well. But yeah, she I have 15. I'm just now opening my see what I have here inventory wise. Which is not much. But we go. And I was like, this is Jax, isn't it?
This is indeed Jax, yes.
Because he hasn't introduced himself yet.
No, he hasn't.
No, but she returns. All right. Are we ready to go?
You see Jax has also collected his pack, as Curta has as well. And they both just kind of nod. And Curta says, First to Saka. Healing potions will be valuable. Neither of you look like healers.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Jax like shrugs and the rogue individual who has not introduced himself shrugs and he says, I could pull off looking like a healer if I wanted to. Curtis just looks at him and then says, That would be deceitful. I don't have much patience for dishonesty. The guy just, well, perhaps we should keep a distance. And Curta just kind of huffs like actual steam out of the bull-like Minotaur nose, and she marches her way out of the lobby of the Merryguard Academy.
Yeah. Kind of stepping behind Curta, she'll step next up to Jax and just say, So you must be Jax,
I see my reputation precedes me.
By an asshole? Sure.
Everybody has one, don't they?
Oh, no.
What? Who's the asshole? Who told... Oh, wait a minute. You see, he like starts thinking as he's taken aback.
I don't think I got his name. Yeah, no, I did. Kane?
Kane. Oh. The wizard fellow?
Yeah, that asshole.
Yeah, we kind of got off on the wrong foot.
He seemed to speak of you. I don't know.
What? No, you can't start with that.
It didn't carry that tone that he didn't not like you.
Huh.
Maybe it was because I said I was a rogue. Kind of lied to him.
You're not a rogue.
Could be.
Maybe, but you're not. I'd remember.
Well.
And
I was trying to find the rogue classroom this weekend.
Huh. How'd that go for you?
Not well. But I did find some interesting marks around this place.
Oh, did you? What sort of marks?
Oh, I didn't put this in my notes. But she just kind of what was what was the paladin classroom? It was safe.
It was basically, it was like safe from judgment, basically.
Mm-hmm. Paladin classroom, safe from judgment. Which was surprising to me, since paladins are very judgy by nature.
Depends on what, order, I guess.
Fair.
The ones that I've known are, well, power hungry and dangerous.
Or just straight up dicks.
I said that, didn't I?
Power hungry? You can be power hungry without being a dick. Oh, no. Now that I think about
He's
it.
like quirked an eyebrow at you.
Now that I think about it, you're right. Most power hungry paladins are dicks.
Well, if you find one that's ambitious and not a dick, please send him my way. I want to have a chat with him.
Halden. Talk to him.
Who?
Halden.
All right, I know the name.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know the guy.
Paladin, student.
Hmm.
Paladin of Dorn.
To be honest with you, I've kind of been avoiding paladins since I came here as best I can. So, not that I have anything against them. I just kind of have a thing,
I don't blame you. Don't blame you one bit.
That's a little refreshing, to be honest. Most people that I say, get a little sticky around those that abide the law down to the letter. They tend to have a problem.
Let's just say I've been in your boat before, and I spent a lot of time dodging paladins.
And I think we'll get along just fine.
I think we will too.
Jack
I need some
Darrow.
thieves tools. Oh. Elle.
Elle.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. A pleasure to meet you, Elle.
She'll hold out a hand. Did he hold out a hand?
Yeah, he had his hand out the whole time.
Yeah, she'll take it.
He has a firm grip. He seems confident and a little, sarcastic. Just aloof all the time. You need thieves' tools.
I would like one, yeah. They were kind of taken from me.
The Merigard took your thieves' tools?
No, paladins.
Ah, the dicks.
Mm-hmm.
I see. There's some history there that I think perhaps we should get into.
Maybe.
Not right now. We have potions to collect. But as far as thieves' tools go, this free agency, based on what Purse said, sounds like it might be a little lucrative for us if we find some evidence. Most free agencies don't offer any pay at all.
Well, our objective is to find evidence. And maybe if we find something of value that's not necessarily evidence, I'm not against having the come up.
We could all use a little windfall now and again, couldn't we?
Just a little cushion, right?
Of course. Padding for the inevitable fall backward.
Right you are. I see you, Jax. I see you.
What? I'm not hard to... Well, I can be hard to miss, but I'm not trying right now.
Well, our Minotaur friend is getting well ahead of us.
Oh, I think I can hear her getting impatient by the moment.
Hear that hoof tapping?
Mm-hmm. And he pushes open the doors. Coming, dear.
She'll follow.
Kurta is indeed waiting near the blacksmith, which is both a stable and a half-smithy. Wide open stalls and an anvil with a hot forge being worked near it, and you see a half-orc is currently pounding away at a glowing orange ingot. And as your impromptu party approaches, Seka, doesn't look up, but she says, "A moment!" As she, throws the ingot back in the forge. Kurta, while doesn't immediately strike you as the most patient of people, seems like she at least respects this stage. And she just turns and looks back at you two. You know each other. Jax just shakes his head.
No.
You seemed like-minded.
Did we talk in front of her? Is that
No, not really.
is she just picking this out of a bat just randomly?
She has really good insight, it seems. She seems really good at reading people.
Oh, okay.
But Jax just shakes his head and he says, "I never met this woman before in my life."
Same. You wouldn't happen to have an extra set of thieves' tools, would you?
Jax looks at you. I have my own.
No, no. I'm
at
talking
Kurta?
no. Are we at?
You're at the blacksmith, but she is currently
okay.
So
I thought she was.
When you ask that, Seka says, "A moment," and just keeps hammering. And Kurta sets a big hand on your shoulder and says,
"It was Kurta asking that question. I got mixed up. My bad."
No worries. Kurta sets a hand on your shoulder and says, "Don't rush the craftsperson."
Okay.
It takes a moment, and then Seka throws the ingot back in the forge, takes her gloves off, and looks up and says, "What?"
I think we're coming here for health potions and a thieves' tools kit.
Seka looks at the three of you, goes to the wall and looks at a bit of parchment. "I have a requisition for 3 healing potions for a scouting mission to Greywick. Is that you?"
That would be us.
"Nothing on here about thieves' tools."
Oh, that's just... Can I have them on loan?
She looks at you.
She's bright smile, just the biggest winning smile ever. And her... Basically, it says, "Please."
"You can have them for 12 gold.
I don't have that.
Well,
How about on loan for 5 gold?
Seka, pinches the bridge of her nose. "I'm the quartermaster, not the quarter loaner." Ugh. Roll a persuasion check.
Okay. Where? How do I do this? Let's see. There we go. You updated.
Yep, I had
And
to.
now-
It kept breaking.
As a player, I don't like it.
Yeah, as a GM, I don't like it. But if you click on Lorelei Taylor's image, you'll pull up her character sheet, and you can find persuasion under skills on the first page.
Damn it.
It's not very good, my friend.
No, it's not.
Seka, shakes her head and she says, I can't loan out Mary Guard equipment for partial cost when I'm already shaving half away.
All right. I'll make 2.
See that you do. Any other equipment you want to barter for? And Jax just shakes his head. Curta says, we are otherwise well prepared. So, as your attempt is dismissed, as your attempt is dismissed, your healing potions are allocated. Go ahead and add 1 lesser healing potion to your inventory.
Okay.
I have added 1 to Jax and Curta's inventory as well. And with that, you basically have your rations and your travel gear. As you said, you've gathered them.
Yep.
Curta says, we'd best get moving. We want to get as far south as we can before the sun's set. And she is looking at you and Jax for any other
I agree.
opinions.
We're following you.
This is my free agency. Right.
It is.
I apologize. It's my first time leading anyone. It's my first time following anyone.
This is my first time.
I haven't actually seen you around here much at all.
Oh, I arrived like last week.
You've only been here a week and you're already on an agency.
Yeah, is that surprising?
Curta looks at him and says, it's my fault. I roped her into it. Oh, well. Good on you then. I didn't have my first free agency for a month.
Trial by fire, huh?
Guess so. Oh, well, we'll see how it goes. You ever been to Greywick?
Nope. Not at all.
Me neither. As Curta's beginning to lead the way south along the road, Jax just shrugs and says, I didn't know it existed.
Never even heard of it until Persh said so.
Curta could have. I'm going to roll a history check for her. Not in a million fucking years. She rolled a 2. Curta just says, agreed. Though he said it was a clay town. Does that mean it was made of clay or they harvest clay? I don't know.
I don't think we'll know until we get there.
What's the word I'm looking for? Conjecture? Jack says from next door, and he's like, yes. And with that, your group begins making their way out of Ferrum and south along the main road. So there is actually a road that leads south from Ferrum, which is, for the most part, kind of extraordinary. Every time you've ever considered the free agencies or you've heard about people going out, it was into the Rimwood or out into the farmlands outside of Ferrum. And survival, especially in a Miladoran's classroom, that came up a lot. People talking about being able to live off the land. And then your first free agency, you're following a road that is mostly gravel and pretty well traveled. You're passing a lot of people on your way southwards. So it almost feels a little bit counterintuitive, or at least just anticlimactic. Let me go ahead and pull up. Let's see. Nope. Yep, we're going to pull up this map.
Okay.
Okay.
This road seems pretty well traveled. I'm kind of wondering why this, if this town's along this road, why haven't why hasn't this been more of a thing in the news or rumors? Unless it is this road. We got directions and a map?
Kurta shakes her head. No map. Just a wariness of the area. But he said it was within the last few days, so... Or at least the courier brought in the news. So perhaps we learned of it as soon as we could. I don't know the truth of it.
Well, got a long walk ahead of us.
That we do. If we make good pacing, we should arrive maybe 15 to 20 miles by sun's down. If we really try and push it, we might make it there in one day, but I think at best we do our investigating in the daylight.
I agree.
Jax just nods and follows. If we pull up the world map here, let me go ahead and pull you over to it. So, you are heading south, just to the edge of the mountains.
Yep.
The actual location that you're heading to is a village so small, it's not really on any major maps. But the roads that you have seen on maps of Aurelia, there's always a highway that runs down, like, around the mountain and then down toward Kylan's Crossing. Which is really, like, you're pretty sure that's where you are right now, based on just your knowledge of geography. Please, if you could, roll me a history check.
Hey. 20.
Okay. You remember learning from word of mouth and also just from being around the town, the Allen Peak Mines, which is on the world map. It is a famous mine. It is an enormous harvester and source of iron that heads both to Augur City, to Ferrum, to Shorewatch, down south. Iron ore is pulled out of the Allen Peak Mines and sent all over the place. Which makes you believe, with your 20 in history, this town of Greywick, it's likely known for red clay, just from its proximity to the mines.
Okay.
Which means that there could be a fairly large population, or not, but based on what Perce said, you would expect this village to be pretty small, just from the fact that a courier was the one who brought in the news. It wasn't anybody else.
I'm thinking red clay, I'm thinking bricks, pottery, that.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Building stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do me a favor, roll me a D100 as you and your party make your way south along the main road.
Okay.
84. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
While you pull that up, can we pause real quick?
Uh-huh.
Sorry,
You and your group of 3 are walking down the main road. The road veers to the right, following the coast, and then there is a fork that splits off going inland. Kurta sees this, and she says, "We shall avoid the coast If this town handles clay, it's likely inland at the foot of the mountains.
Yes. And they do handle red. I remember this is the right town.
That is dry.
Yes.
Curta nods and then purposefully begins making her way down the road that heads away from the coast.
So it's just the road. Just go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there a marching order that you guys are following, by the way?
Kurta's leading. And then it's just whether or not
a blob
Jax.
of Lorelei and Jax.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of strolling along. As you're walking, you've been walking for, an hour and a half or two, making maybe small talk and stuff like that. Jax seems to have a whole lot of stories to tell. He talks a lot.
I think what's the temperature right now? Because I'm thinking like she may be getting like, is it hot or is
no,
it
it's
cool,
like
or...
I believe it is around November, so it's pretty cool. It's not freezing, but it's cool.
Okay.
As you're walking, Jax is talking about, weirdly enough, the habits of sailors and how annoying they can be to handle when you're trying to make arrangements.
They're always willing to barter or argue or try to get a better place.
They're certainly always willing to argue, that's for sure. As far as bartering goes, they always assume that whatever they have, everybody wants, and so it should be worth more than anything else that's on land. Just because a bottle of ale happens to be from Tarracona doesn't mean I want it any more than a bottle of ale that I happen to get just from the tavern up the road.
Well, Tarracona is far better than anything else.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure you'd say that. It's all over your voice.
And where are you from?
Port Rouge.
Rouge.
Snowsfidanian.
Oh. Right.
Don't worry, lots of people haven't heard of it.
You're not... You traveled too far.
It's a skip over the pond, aye. Far enough that I can be hard to find by those I might not want to be.
Mm-hmm.
And since you're from Tarracona, seems like you've gone quite a ways away.
Just a little bit.
Hiding from paladins.
Well, everyone has their day. Everyone... It kind of caught up to me. So...
Is that why you're not a rogue?
It's a long story.
Well, I won't pry. So long as you promise not to do the same.
Your business is your business.
It certainly is. What about you, Curta? What are you running from? And Curta ahead just like snorts a huff. I run from nothing. Well, all right then. Didn't mean to
Expect
assume
things
anything.
run from you more often than not.
They can try. Well, to be fair, I wouldn't want to be the one on the receiving end of those horns either way. And Kurta just, like, another chuff, but it sounds more amused than annoyed. And she just says, if it was needed, you wouldn't get away from them.
Have you used them before?
Of course.
Does it hurt?
Every time.
Imagine. Pulling hair.
You cut out, what'd you say?
Is it like pulling hair?
It's like biting on something hard and iron. But instead of your teeth, it's on your head.
Lorelai moved her face just so bad.
Yeah.
That doesn't at all. You don't use them that much.
I find that my axe does a better job. And less messy. I don't have to clean my hair afterward, usually.
Lots of benefits of an axe over horns, right?
Indeed. Makito says an axe is one of the most versatile weapons someone can use. It can be a hook. It can be an anchor. It can be a tool for intimidation. And while my horns are potent and sharp, they are not as flexible as an axe.
That is very insightful.
Are you patronizing me?
No, I was talking.
Next to you, Jack's just like just shaking his head like, nope, nope.
No, I was saying your instructor was very insightful in saying that.
Oh, yes. Makito is very wise for a human.
What's that supposed to mean?
What is that supposed to mean? Two humans and a minotaur walk down the street.
Half elf, but I'm offended for
Yeah.
I'm half offended, okay?
Kurta glances over her shoulder and then she says, sorry. I am not used to traveling with humans.
Who are you used to travel with?
Family.
Family? And where is family?
Gone.
Oh. I'm sorry.
You did not do it.
I know.
I was raised among the Stormstride clan. And they are scattered and gone.
What is that?
I didn't hear you.
I don't know what's going on. And where is that? Like on Anth, where is that?
We roamed the glass plains of eastern Aurelia. We were nomadic and proud. The highlands were ours, and now they are not. She then turns and looks at you suddenly. Like, completely stopped, and Jax is just, whoa! And Kurta is, like, looking at you intensely. And then she reaches into her pack, and she pulls a little bit of, like, dark blue fabric. It doesn't look like it was always blue. It looks like it was once maybe like a deeper color, like purple or violet. It's torn, and it's clearly the corner of something. And you see that emblazoned in black is a symbol. It looks like a coin. The symbol looks like a coin with like a hammer on it. And she shows it to you. Do you recognize this symbol?
Or would I? I mean,
It's
she's
super slim.
seen a lot of.
You can roll a history, but it is high DC.
We all know I'm good at. Well,
You rolled
probably
pretty
not
well.
enough.
An 18. So there is a bit about the symbol that makes you. It sparks like a familiarity. The Tithes, the group that you ran with, their symbol had a similar like idea about coin around it. It was subtle,
Yeah.
and it was not the same as this symbol at all. But like the around the coin makes you think tithe had something to do with the name. But you have not seen this symbol before.
It looks familiar, but it's not exactly how I remember it. I don't think I've seen this before.
Kurta is insight checking you as you're talking. You don't have to roll anything because I know you're you're speaking the truth. But Kurta like seems to calm a little bit. They called themselves the Iron Tithe. They were mercenaries. I never learned who they were hired by, but I will find out, and they will perish. And then she stands up straight and puts the bit of fabric away.
I hope you find them.
I will.
Just make sure for me that you definitely add the iron in front of tithe.
She looks confused.
just for me.
All right.
Don't forget the iron is so important here. You have no idea.
Very well. You confuse me, human.
You're welcome.
You are human, yes?
Half?
Half human.
Like, brushes her long red hair back behind her ears.
Huh. And Jax just like waves and says, perhaps, maybe just stick with Elle.
That would be good.
Elle. Of course. I will get used to that. You're not used to just referring to people by their name? Kurta just shakes her head. Okay. Sure.
What if we called you like Minnie or Minotaur, or would you like that?
I would understand you were speaking to me.
Okay. Sorry, that's just me laughing.
If you were among the clan, I would call you Red, or of the red hair, or Ragashki, which... Do you speak giant?
No.
Yeah, that sounds completely alien to you, what she just said.
What does that mean?
Red-haired human.
Okay, I could have put that to... I should have put two and two together. That's my bad.
Yeah, come on, Elle. I mean... Well, now I'm curious, what would you have called me? And Kurta looks at Jax. And in common, she just says, blonde. Short man. Taller than her. You're a
Yeah,
man.
but short.
That's not fair at all. It's all about comparison, isn't it? And for the reference, Jax is about 5'9". So he is a little short for a man, but he's not like, or 5'8", but he's not like short. He just is a little shorter than average. Whereas Kurta is 7'4". So
Yeah, 2 feet above me.
yeah, Kurta's massive. And what is okay? So you would have called me short, blonde man. Does it have a cool nickname or something in whatever language it was you just said? And Kurta looks at him and says, Berserker. That's not bad.
What's that mean?
She looks at you and she says, blonde, short human.
Oh.
They're really not about beating around the bush, are they?
No. You want a cool nickname, though? Or...
You have one for me?
Yeah.
I'll take one, sure.
Eagle Eye.
Oh. I like that. It has nothing to ground upon. You haven't seen me, like, look for anything, but I'm... Oh, are you talking about my eye?
Yep.
He suddenly looks very disappointed.
Is your most distinguishable feature on your face?
Well, it's better than the half eye. Take that.
What's the story behind it? You don't have to tell me, but I just was curious.
Oh, well, if I don't have to tell you.
But you want to because I'm curious, right?
Roll a persuasion check.
No!
Oh, it was almost a natural 20.
It's half-hearted.
You
know what? Nah, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave it.
Okay. Jax looks at you, and he raises an eyebrow, and he says, "It was clawed out by a cat."
I believe I'm gonna insight check.
Roll an insight check.
Because she knows she was half-hearted. Oh, hey!
He's lying to you.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't feel like the real story at all. It just feels like something he came up with on the spot.
Must have been one big house cat, huh?
A tabby.
Ooh, vicious.
He was overweight. And angry about it, I think. Anyway, how much farther do we have? And Kurta's like just still walking, and she says, "Many miles." Thanks. I could have pieced that together. And why did you ask? Sorry, I was hoping for maybe encouragement or some, good news about it, but I shouldn't have guessed. And Kurta suddenly stops as she points ahead. And you and Jax are both paused behind Kurta as she points at what looks like a wagon that is lopsided. There is an individual kneeling down in front of it. It's like down a ways down the road, so it's like a good 100 feet ahead of you. And you see this individual is knelt in front of it, and he looks like he's like repairing it or working on it. It's hard to tell from here. But the weird part is the wagon appears to be like half of it is charred.
Okay.
The top of it is like blackened as if it was recently in a fire. This stands out to you because you've been walking on this road for a good hour now and you haven't seen much traffic at all.
Yeah. Lorelai's face will get kind of serious, and she'll look towards the tree lines on either side of the road. I'm assuming this is like a pretty accurate splash.
Yeah, this is pretty close.
She's suspicious.
Okay.
And Jax, you see any signs?
I'm looking. And Jax is gonna roll.
I'll help.
Okay.
Because my perception is only a +3.
Okay. Hold on. With advantage, he rolled a 15.
Okay.
Hold on. I don't see anything amiss, aside from the obvious. That. Any ideas? Do we just proceed?
Lorelei will cast mage armor on herself.
Okay. You do so.
It lasts 8 hours.
Yeah. Jax looks at you do that and he says, "You're not a rogue."
No.
Do you hear ticking? Someone here ticking. You have a watch? Huh. And he just shakes his head as it seems to go away.
Doesn't say anything. She just... You want to go see what the problem is, Kurta?
Stay close behind me. And as
All right.
Kurta is approaching, Jax, you can tell he gets a little fidgety.
Mm-hmm.
And as he's next to you, he quietly says, "There's a whole lot of places for people to hide out here."
Sit close to the edge and maybe you can jump back. Hide yourself.
Yeah. As he walks along next to you and Kurta takes the lead. Kurta, by the time she gets within 30 feet of this individual, the individual turns and looks back at Kurta and then stands. And you see that the wagon he was knelt by, the wheel is completely broken. And as he stands, the wheel kind of falls over. Was not attached. It's clear he was trying to repair it or replace the wheel. And as Kurta is approaching, what's your passive investigation?
Passive investigation is 12.
12. Okay. Kurta steps forward. Her great axe is on her back. She has not drawn it yet. But Kurta kind of has this always intimidating appearance about her. And Kurta says, "Stranger, why are you held up in the middle of the road? And why is your wagon burned?" And the individual seems a little surprised at how forceful and out of nowhere Kurta immediately takes this stance. As the stranger seems to gather his wits about him, eventually he says, "Sorry, don't mean to be in your way. As you can see, we've had a bit of an accident." And Kurta immediately says, "Who's we? I only see you." And the stranger, is almost immediately on the back foot. And he says, "Oh, my friends are about. They're off looking for supplies."
Insight check.
Go ahead and roll insight.
I just want to say I'm 15 feet. Oh, man. I have 2 inspiration. I'll inspiration that just to see if I can get a little bit better.
Okay.
How about a natural 20?
Yeah, he's shifty. He's looking to the sides of the trees and stuff. as if like he's expecting something to happen and it hasn't happened yet. You said that you're 15 what? You're 15 feet
15
back
feet
from Kurta? Or?
From Kurta, yeah.
Okay. Jax, as you said, he's kind of like 10 feet away from you, closer to the edge of the street. This individual, who's wearing what looks like pretty, like, ramshackle armor, very haphazard, not well made. A lot of it doesn't quite fit him. He just, like, is looking at Kurta, who's approached him. Kurta's like 10 feet away from him right now. And he says, "Why, maybe you're getting awful close there, friend. Maybe just cool down a little bit." And Kurta just, like, hasn't drawn her great axe, but she just says, "I don't like your tone. I don't trust you. And this feels like a setup."
It does. Where's your friends?
The individual in front of you says, "Well, shit. Now," as that happens, I'm going to go ahead and change the map for you because, yeah, it's a setup. Well, he did his best. It just wasn't very good. What is going on? Hey, Foundry. Okay. Goodness gracious. There we go. Okay. In this moment, as he says, "Now," it's clearly not a surprise round. These individuals, are poorly hidden, but they are hidden well enough that you're not entirely sure exactly where they are. They're not really stealthed, but they're like... Actually, you know what? I'm not even gonna fuck around with these half-ass measures. You're aware of them. And in this moment, I would like you, Kurta, and Jax to roll initiative. Okay. You rolled really bad on initiative. That's okay.
I did. Yep.
Kurta rolled well. She draws her great axe as she says, "You are not part of the mission." And the individual in front of her just says, "Now, we can all get along just with a little bit of gold changed hands." And Kurta rages. And as she does, she's going to rush up to this highwayman, this bandit, it appears, and swing her great axe. And literally natural 20s. First swing. Jesus
Oh, they're gonna
Christ.
run.
Probably. Hold on. Let's roll a crit. Max damage.
Oh, he's cleaved.
That was 29 points of damage. Okay. 12 plus 5 plus 12 plus 2. Yeah. Yeah, you're beyond bloodied. Okay, so as this bandit says, just with some money changed hands, Kurta like marches up to him and brings the great axe up in a rising slash and cleaves right into the man's chest. Only the great axe just keeps going and slashes through him. And he falls to the ground dead before he hits the dirt. Behind him, or behind her, you hear Jack say, "Tindra's tits, Kurta!"
Oh, You all better run, I think.
Uh,
I'm hopefully that's helping the intimidation.
yeah, it's intimidation with advantage. Go ahead and roll it.
Okay. Yeah. Like Elle is slack jawed right now, just that was at advantage.
Yeah.
I'll roll again. But that's pretty good. That's even better.
Okay, so a 23 on intimidation. Okay. Hold on. Jesus. Okay. One of the this bandit, the one farthest from you, like is looking at this other bandit fall, and he just says, "Gareth, oh you." But the other two are clearly like shaken by what just happened.
Uh-huh.
But that's Curtis' turn. She has one attack and she's raged. This bandit is going to roll just a morale check.
I'm just fix the
Yeah.
direction.
You know, it's turn him around. I'm sure I'll fix that setting eventually. What? And now the music has stopped. Goodness gracious. You would think... There we go. All right. The bandit, intimidated and everything, throws down his sword and just slowly begins to raise his hands. Jax, seeing him surrender, good on you. Good on you. Maybe you should, and he walks up to this one. Maybe consider doing much the same. And he's going to attack him non-lethally to try and enforce the idea. With his rapier, he strikes out non-lethally. And he does hit. Okay. He hits the fellow, doesn't kill him, but does a lot of damage to him. He, reaches out with the rapier and just smashes the shit out of the guy's head with the pommel of the blade. And the bandit's just, ugh. The one that has just been struck in the head is going to roll a morale check at disadvantage because he's just been made critical. Okay. He throws down his weapon. It's your turn, Elle.
Does this guy on the left
He looks
look
pretty...
like...
He looks steeled in his resolve. He looks angry that Curta just killed that man. He doesn't look like he's going to surrender.
Oh. Buddy. Just stop. And she's going to mind sliver at DC 15.
Intelligence save. Okay. I rolled a 12.
It's a fail.
Okay.
A
Roll
D6.
damage.
A decent damage. And a D4 from their next saving throw.
Okay. It's now his turn. He raises his crossbow, teeth grit, and he fires it at Curta. He's angry, apparently. That is a 17 to hit, which does hit Curta. Curta's going to take half damage. Curta takes 5 damage total. What is going on with the music right now? Multiple songs are playing? Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Okay. Sorry.
All right.
The bandit takes a crossbow shot at Curta, and you see a bolt right into Curta's shoulder, And she just, like, raises the great axe, looking like she's about to charge him. It's now Curtis' turn. She charges him.
Should have ran.
As she's charging, you watch the bandit throw down the crossbow and draw a scimitar that looks rusty, even from where you are. Kurta swings the great axe, and these guys feel outclassed, just at a glance. Like, you guys are equipped with this Marigard gear. It's all well made. All of it's clean and polished and sharp. These guys look like they're almost armed with, like, deserters gear. Kurta hits with a 12. Their AC is 12. And he is almost killed. Not quite. He has 1 hit point. Kurta, in her rage, will bonus action just roar, and that's her turn.
Okay.
This bandit has surrendered. He does nothing. Jax's turn. Jax looks at the bandit standing tall in front of Kurta, and then the one in front of himself, and then back to you, and he says, should I try and, I don't know, put him out of his misery, I guess?
That's up to you. He's the only one that's fighting, so...
He looks at the bandit in front of himself.
Oh, that one.
No, not that one. Not this one. He's asking about the one Kurta is fighting. So Jax looks at the one in front of himself and he says, you're not going to do anything stupid, are you? And the bandit just shakes his head as his hands are up. Jax moves a little closer, sheathes the rapier, and then whips out a short bow. And he's going to make a non-lethal attack on the bandit in front of Kurta. And he will miss with a natural 2. I only tried. This bandit has surrendered. He doesn't do anything. Elle, it's your turn.
Okay. How far am I away? Okay. She'll walk up and unsheath a dagger and try to clock him in the back of the head.
Go for it.
Did I add a dagger? Okay, yes.
A 13 hits.
Yeah, just
non-lethal.
Pommel, yep, pommel right to the back of the neck, trying to knock him out.
You knock him out. He falls unconscious.
Stupid. You all right?
Let's see. As he slumps over, Kurta sees that the threats have gone, and she turns back, looking at the other bandits. You dare threaten us! And the bandits that have surrendered are just like shaking their heads. Without an enemy, she starts to calm down. Who are you talking to when you said you all right?
Talking to Kurta.
Oh, she didn't even register. Like, she has a bolt sticking out of her shoulder, and it was like just clearly raging, the great axe in both hands. But she's calming. Her rage will likely end next turn.
Okay, well, drop your weapons. Drop whatever you have. And that's my turn.
Okay. We are ending the encounter then, because the threat has ended.
Okay.
As it ended so quickly, in the moment, Kurta's just the huffs of hot steam billowing out of her nostrils. She seems to try and, like, she's getting a hold of herself. And Jax walks over by each one and just, like, kicks their weapon away. Just tut. That was a nice try. You all look as though you haven't had the best of days. He's, like, basically disarming them. And these bandits, they look like they're glowering. A little maybe ashamed, but mostly they're just, like, looking at the dead body of the first bandit that Kurta annihilated in one swing.
Lorelei over here is going to toss the crossbow over towards the cart, and then also he pulled out a short sword.
A scimitar.
Scimitar? Yeah, she's gonna toss that with the crossbow.
Okay.
And see what he has.
Roll investigation.
$13.
With a 13, you find that he does have a little bit of gold on him, but not much. From this guy, you collect 4 gold and 17 silver.
Okay. She's not above taking that.
Well, that's fair. That's all you find, though. You don't find anything else. Aside from just, like, the random other accountables.
Payment for shooting my friend.
He's unconscious. He doesn't say anything.
Yeah, she knows. She's just four golds. And how much silver was it?
17 silver. So it's really 5 gold, 7 silver.
Okay.
And Jax looks at you, what you're doing, and he says, "Right, the rest of you, go on, out with your pockets. Try and rob us for coin and see how the turn's table." And the bandits slowly but surely do turn out what they have, which is not much more. From the two of them, a total of about 3 gold and 8 copper.
Did this guy that's unconscious, does he need rope on him?
Yeah.
She'll go ahead and prop him up against this tree.
Okay.
And tie his hands in front of him, as well as his feet. And once that's done, she'll walk over.
Kurta
Got anything
follows you.
good?
Jax just, like, holds out his hand with the coin, and he says, "Pocket change, but something."
So, tell me, fellas, what was the hope here?
The bandit that is unharmed, this one, he looks over at the dead bandit, and then at the one that's wrapped up, and at you 3, and he says, "Well, we're short on coin, and everything around here costs coin, and we haven't had much. We were hoping to get a buy. And these woods are dangerous lately, so..."
Lately? What do you mean?
"What do you mean? What do I mean? It's dangerous out here lately. People vanishing and such."
We heard that. Do you know anything about that?
Well, let me roll to see if he knows anything about that. He just shakes his head as he looks at the other one. "Just stories. Shadows in the night. Nothing, nothing but what you hear over the campfire."
So you haven't been over to, what's the village called again?
Jax looks at you. Greywick?
Greywick. Yeah. You haven't been over there lately.
The bandit just shakes his head. Never heard of it.
Insight check.
Okay, go ahead and roll insight.
Okay. We're kind of not very far.
No, you're not far from it, no. It seems to be telling the truth. He seems to be an idiot.
All right.
Like, this is a guy, like, just at a glance, this looks like a commoner that, like, based on his armor and the weapons that they've got, they look like common folk that were, like, maybe conscripted and abandoned their post. They don't look like the cream of the crop.
Okay. Kurta, do you have anything?
Nothing that won't make more of a mess, she says angrily. And they, like, both of the conscious bandits, like, owl away from her. Like, they don't want anything to do with Kurta.
Smart. She'll pick up the crossbow and scimitar from the unconscious guy and just kind of toss it into the cart. All right, weapons in the cart.
The bandits say, "You want our weapons in the cart?"
Well, Jax.
Oh,
You have them?
Oh, they're shit. They're rusty and just... I'm surprised they'd cut a rabbit. But they're over here if you want them. And he, like, gestures to the edge of the tree where he kicked them away.
Yeah. Any suggestions on what we should do? And she's talking to the two, to Kurta and Jax.
Let us go? And Jax says, well, it might be worthwhile to just send a message back and say there's some miscreants out here causing problems for the local folk, or take their weapons and say good luck to you. They can't likely hold up anybody else if they don't have any arms, eh?
That's true. All right. Let's pick up the weapons then. And she'll just kind of go over, pick up this guy's weapons.
Mm-hmm. You gather from these three, you gather a short sword and 2 scimitars, 2 light crossbows, and a heavy crossbow. They are all in poor condition. They all are probably not worth much money at all.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put it into notes here.
Yep. You do find 1 longsword and a short bow. That was what was on the guy that Kurta immediately got.
2 scimitars, 1 short sword, 2 crossbows.
Mm-hmm. 1 heavy crossbow.
2 light crossbows.
Yes.
1 heavy crossbow. A long sword. And then what else on that other guy?
A short bow. You also find 1 +1 arrow.
Oh. Oh, hey, Jax, this is actually pretty nice.
Oh, would you look at that? Spick and span. Fresh off the Fletcher. And he takes this +1 arrow.
Okay. Any money on this guy?
That one. Hold on, let me look. 18 silver.
18 silver.
So 1 gold, 8 silver.
Okay.
Low-level bandits, man. What can you do?
So, what's gonna happen is you're gonna wait an hour before you untie your friend here, and we'll be long gone. Also, you said you're hungry, and I'm feeling in a charitable mood, and she'll put rations in the cart right here.
When they see you pull out these rations, they, like, their faces light up. Like, they seem like at least one worry is off their minds for a moment.
Yeah.
Oh.
18 silver.
Kind fellows you are. We gotta eat. Jax just nods and shrugs. Kurta, like, is looking over this whole situation with disdain. Just cowards.
People have to eat. I'll do anything to do it.
Some people are not worth the effort. And Kurta begins to make her way, like, down the road. Well, I hope you all learned a very valuable lesson. Don't ambush minotaurs. Off we go.
And yeah, just continue along.
And as you're walking, Jax, like, quiet, like, says back, you didn't even have to see what I'm capable of, or what she can do.
That was talking back to them.
Yeah. The bandits don't say anything. They just are sitting there, basically glum. And that was the encounter that you rolled.
Perfect.
Let me go ahead and resume this. Yeah, that's what happens. They are handled handily.
But guys, that wasn't even a good one. That's like the classic roadside bandit story that you hear. Broken down cart. Oh, help me, help me.
To be honest, they
Right?
probably heard that story and thought it might work for them. They did not look particularly sharp.
No. I mean, who leads when you're all alone? Who leads with, "Oh, we're having trouble." We.
Idiots, that's who.
Uh-huh.
And Kurta, like, ahead of you just chuckles, and she says, the cart was clearly not even theirs. It was burnt and lost as if it had been out here for weeks. Bloody fools. There was moss on the axles. It hadn't moved in a while.
I did not see that. But good eye.
We did not get very close.
Always when there's a person working on a cart that's supposed to be... There wasn't even horses around to pull it. Or was it was it one of the, like a hand
No, it was
cart?
a horse
Like,
cart. It looked
was a
like
horse
it should have
cart?
had horses.
That should have been my first tip. Is horses around.
Well, you can make do with a horse-drawn cart if if you have to, without horses. The moss, the burn, everything else, the wee, it really was just the shoddiest attempt I've ever seen. Amateurs, really.
Also, that first guy did not have a chance. That was impressive. and frightening.
We are on the same side. You do not have to fear.
I know, but I'm glad we're on the same side here. That's all I'm saying.
Kurta glances over her shoulder at you and she says, I am too. I saw what you did to that other one. A mind trick. It did not look pleasant.
It's just a bit of a headache.
I have no ken of magic or of mind effects.
Up until a week ago, I didn't know I could do that. So,
Up until a week ago, you didn't know you could do magic.
nope.
This is going to be an interesting journey of self-discovery, isn't it?
Maybe. It's a good chance.
We are making good time, despite that interruption. It may be wise to find camp soon, so that we have a full day to investigate Greywick.
I think it's a good idea, and we have 2 papers, but use one to say we're close and will be another day.
You do risk the chance of Persh getting annoyed at you, because he did say to use it when you had to.
We'll save it. I think they're aware that it's not a close trip, especially on foot.
Do you know
I
how
think
to
we
ride
should
a
save
horse?
Does she? Probably not. Nope.
Are you proficient in animal handling?
Nope.
You have never even touched a horse. To be fair, you were a city girl, so it makes sense that you wouldn't have, but...
Yeah. I wouldn't even know how to get up on the saddle.
I imagine that training's to be coming. That's sort of... Well, I learned my 3rd week in the academy, and... I mean, you wouldn't really think that of a rogue, right?
I think it's just logistics, right? Just we're adventurers, contractors, mercenaries. So we're supposed to go a lot of places.
Aye. And I mean, you hear the stories. The Merringard mercenaries are the best in the world. They're the ones that can do anything. They'll help anybody for the right price, etc., etc. So it would make sense that we'd be trained to handle all the little things.
I imagine a horse would be, well, it'd get you places a little bit quicker.
Kurta just huffs.
Have you ridden a horse?
I have. Jax just says, oh, well, all right.
Is it something you enjoy? Sounds like it's not.
In my clan, those who must ride are considered weak, frail.
So you just walk everywhere?
Kurta nods. The herd moves as one. Even those that ride are kept pace with.
Okay.
So, that raises a question. If your clan is all scattered, as he said, and gone, why the Merryguard?
Good question.
Curta is quiet for a long moment. I didn't know where else to go. And I needed training. I guess that's fair.
And you saved up or got an endorsement?
Curta does not seem to understand the word endorsement as she looks at you.
You didn't have a patron pay for you?
No. I sold my clan hides earrings. They were enough.
Oh.
I dishonor were my clan still around.
Would you want them back if you made the money?
She considers this question for a moment. No. The Stormstride was weak. I must forge a new clan. A stronger one. This means new horn rings, new earrings, new markings. One that won't be broken by worthless mercenaries paid by the highest bidder. Technically, we're mercenaries.
I was about to say that. Good point. How do you feel about being one of a mercenary for pay? That's what we're doing, right?
I choose my clients. I choose my jobs. Jax is like looking at you with like a, you hope, like look on his face, but he doesn't say anything.
So you chose this one.
Curta nods. I chose you for it as well.
That's fair.
Do you regret coming already?
Not at all.
Good.
And she'll like look around as we're walking. It's nice to get out of the walls.
I had the same thought, actually. It's nice to not be within the city walls of Farum in general.
It was getting a little claustrophobic.
The smell of a port town doesn't ever quite go away. As you and this impromptu party continues along, as Curta begins looking for camp, that is where we're going to call tonight's session.
Okay.
Let me go ahead and pull up this guy. As we come to the end of the session, I want to thank you for playing with me. I hope you had a good time. And to those of you who are at home or at work watching, hi Penn, hi class, hi Emily, hi everybody else, we love you all, and I wish you all a good night.